Hey guys, what's up? I was just watching some NES Addict today, and he was playing some freaking Contra a while back. I think it was a video from like a year ago or something, but it made me want to freaking play some Contra. So I'm either gonna go for a no death run right now, or I'm gonna do it with the pea shooter no death run. I'm not sure what to do yet. You know what? Let me just do a regular no death run. I haven't played for a while, and watching NES Addict just really made me want to play this freaking game. This is definitely, if you don't know, one of my all-time favorite games for sure. When I was little, me and my brother, I know it's all famous for the Konami code and shit. But, to be honest with you, me and my brother never even knew about that code. That was something I learned later in life when I... Oh, jeez, I almost got killed right there. When I was getting older and collecting and stuff, I heard about the Konami code. To be honest with you, I never knew about it. Me and my brother didn't really use codes. That's one thing. I always wanted a Game Genie because I just thought it was kind of cool. But we never use that stuff. Oh, shite. Yeah, we never did that stuff, but we beat this, like, together. And, beating Contra on 2-player, I don't know if you're aware, but it's, not easy. You gotta definitely be on pace with your, partner. Not running too far ahead, not, leaving them in the dust. Gotta work together. Gotta let each other get power-ups. Gotta know when to steal lives, when not to steal lives, things like that. So, this is level 1. I thought I had done this before, but I have a different, back in the day I had a channel that I strictly just screwed around on, which you could argue this is too. But this is definitely more serious than my other one. I was just literally saying, oh, I'm going to make a video, and I just scrape together a video, but I had a no death run on there. I use that video now for viewing. So NES Complex, if you watch this, if you ever see a name on there that comments that's the White Sox fan 2005, if you see that, that's me also. That's the one I use to watch videos, and I do that because when my kids use my YouTube a lot, my smallest, because he watches all that, like, nursery rhymes and everything, so yeah. I definitely don't want my recommended and everything screwed up on D. Denny with nursery rhymes. But yeah, your channel, if you guys haven't seen it yet, I don't know how you'd see me and not see him, but, NES Addict. NES Addict's channel, man, he definitely, well, how should I say this? A lot of people say stuff about, like, NES hard, and you don't understand how NES is unless you're us. And I know that sounds like kind of stupid, but if you're a younger person, you're getting into retro gaming, it's not the same playing games today like Dark Souls and other games that are supposed to be difficult. It's not the same feeling because of the save states and things like that. It's not the same nowadays. You don't really get the same rush. And I can say that I can say that knowingly without talking out my ass, because I've played new games, and it's not the same rush, man. When you're playing these NES games, you know, go watch NES Addict play Punch-Out, and when he's about to face, he recorded himself facing Mike Tyson, one of the hardest end bosses probably in video game history. Not a whole lot of people beat him. It's definitely an accomplishment when you do. And when you watch him play it, you realize what NES hard is, and you realize the rush we're talking about. Like, it's a one of a kind thing. Hold on a second. There we go. It's something that NES games do, and I swear it doesn't happen on N64. It don't really happen on Sega, and that's not to say that those aren't awesome too, but there's something about NES games where you get in these situations in these games where it's just a freaking rush, man, and it's all on the line. You're very pressured to beat it, otherwise you got to start over. Like when you're playing something like Battletoads and you only got 3 continues to beat the game, you know, it's a rush when you're on that last continue and you're really far and you want to see how far you're going to get. You want to get farther so that you're making progress, and because, I mean, you got to start all over, and when you start all over, those first levels are not necessarily easy. So you can get game over on the levels before. Just like a lot of people when they play Punch-Out, they might lose a match before Mike Tyson. You know, there is a password, but which does make it a little bit different. But you have to beat Super Macho Man first. You can't go straight to... There's a code to go straight to Mike Tyson, but really in the game it doesn't tell you that. Those are more in code books. So really, back in the day when I beat it, I beat Mr. Dream because I didn't have the Mike Tyson version. I had the re-release. And when I first beat it, I had to beat Super Macho Man constantly. And back in the day, that wasn't an easy guy to beat. That was definitely a challenge in itself. So nowadays, I can just screw him up, man. I can beat the crap out of Super Macho Man because it's because when I was little, I frickin' faced him so many times. That's why. So sorry, I just gotta focus on this real quick. Sometimes these little balls, the bubbles, they'll make it through even when you have spread. So you gotta jump out of the way sometimes. Like this guy. Woo! Pulled it out of my butt there. Straight out of my anal. Straight out of my anal cavity right there. Yeah, but yeah, that's just the kind of NES hard though. That, man, you gotta go watch NES Addict, and I'm not just saying this because I'm trying to stick up for the guy or anything, but man, it's kind of like James and Mike Mondays. They get in those situations a lot with games too, and it's every time they're playing a freaking NES game, it never fails. It's always, you know, coming down to the end. You know, if they die one more time, they are gonna lose, and sometimes they do lose, sometimes they don't. You know, and that's what's cool about watching. I always like to see, like, oh man, they might lose. I hate people that put up videos only when they win. Like if I'm no death running right now, I'm gonna put this video up no matter what. So I might die, I might not. I don't know. You know, we'll see. But I'm gonna keep playing if I die. I hate people that only put up like full playthroughs and that's it. And yeah, I don't want that. No, and oh shit. One thing Mike does on James and Mike Money's Mike Matei, he's been doing live streams and they're cool and everything, but he only puts up videos sometimes of like his full playthroughs, and I just don't like when he does that. I like it when he's just playing and I don't know if he's gonna win or not. I was watching Michael B, the Game Genie, and Michael B has a whole bunch of videos, and my favorite one he did, man, it was so awesome, was when he's playing Double Dragon 1, and he had never beaten Double Dragon. So he's sitting here trying and trying and trying. I think it was like a freaking 3-hour-long stream or some shit. I mean, he's trying for a long time. I might be wrong on that time, by the way, but you've got to go check that out, too. Michael B, the Game Genie. go to his playthrough of Double Dragon, the first Double Dragon. It is difficult, and it's crazy because it's easy to get to the end, but it's the end that's difficult. It's such a pain in the butt. But watching Michael B, that's the rush, man. That's the rush when you're in front of the camera and you can't even talk. You're in full focus mode, man. That's what it's all about. But NES Addict was playing Punch Out, and every time in between rounds he had me dying because he was sitting there like, yeah, so this round Tyson's gonna do this, and he's gonna. Sorry, guys. Just gotta take a deep breath. My heart's pounding. It's like, that's how it is, man. I remember when I first beat the game, that's how it was. I remember being a kid, and I would sit at that first screen when you're gonna fight Mike Tyson, or like I said, I beat Mr. Dream. But you're sitting there, and I don't hit start. Like, I'd go watch a show before I fought Mike, or Dream, Mr. Dream and everything. I would have conversations with my friends. I would be almost like trying to avoid the fight. That's what I was trying to do, because I was so freaking nervous about fighting him. And I still remember when I first beat him, I'm yelling to my brother, B! I call him B, his name's Brad. B! I beat him! I beat him! I beat him! And he goes, you did not! And I'm like, yeah, I beat him, B! Oh my god! And he's seeing the end of the game. My brother's like, holy crap, man, how'd you do it? And I tried to beat him again, got wailed on, freaking killed me. I mean, it's... I love... and that's what I'm telling you guys, man. I love the NES. Nothing's like it, man. Nothing's like the NES. I know I'm rambling, but watching NES Addict this morning and stuff just brought back a lot of memories, man. I was like, wow, I haven't seen somebody rush like that since James. James was like that. If you watch James and Mike Mondays, go to the James and Mike Monday where James is playing Metroid, and Mike had to leave. It's part 2, and James is finishing it up by himself. Look at his freaking face when he's fighting like Mother Brain and stuff. It is so hilarious, because that's how it is, dude. Like, it's not funny to make fun of them. That's how strenuous it is, man. That's how crazy the NES is. It'll have you freaking out, man. Like, you think that you feel like you really are getting the Triforce, or you feel like, I feel like right now, I'm really saving the planet, If this was my first time trying to beat Contra, I would feel like I'm trying to save the world for real. And that's what I love. I love that about the NES. But Addict, if you watch this video, which first of all, I think it's freaking awesome you're watching my stuff, but your videos are freaking great, dude. You have got to keep doing those playthroughs. Those are great, because you get so amped up, man. You got to go play more stuff that you haven't beaten, and try to beat it, man. I love watching that shit. Fucking so dope. So, yeah, but, now that I'm playing Contra and I've spent the whole... Oh, shit. Ugh! And I've spent the whole time talking about something else. But, this is not at all to show up anybody's playthroughs of this. I can do no death runs on this all the time. You don't understand, though, how many hours I've put into this freaking game. I know this game about as well as I know my son. Or my mom, or something. I know this game. I don't even have to think. Which is why I can sit here and commentate while I'm freaking blasting away. I wonder if I could do the pea shooter no death run. That's what I wonder if I could do. Because I feel like with spread, it's just not even fair. I pretty much got Game Genie on. But I still need a Game Genie. I did a game room tour yesterday. And I hope that wasn't too many parts for everybody, man. I tried. But I got to rambling like I am now. And time flew, man. I'd look down at the freaking clock, and it's already 10 minutes on my record time. I'm like, oh my god. I need to start editing this shit out. But yeah, man, I don't know where I was going with that. I completely forgot because I'm shooting fucking aliens. But, yeah, I'm going to start no death running some stuff. I'll show you what I can do. I love doing this shit. And I almost fucked that up. No death run. Contra, son. I could probably do a quick, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. That's also one of my favorite games. I'm not the best at it, though. I do got a pretty sick trophy, though, that I won from a tournament. Well, that is Contra 1, guys. That's one of my favorite games. That's why I know it like the back of my hand. I definitely rambled. I tend to do that a lot. So, I don't know. Let me throw in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. I could no death run Super C right now, but I'll play some Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, see if I can knock out Mike Tyson.